is fire on the mountain, and nobody seems to be on the run. Oh, there is fire on the mountain top, and no one is running. I wake up in the morning, tell you what I see on my TV screen. I see the blood of an innocent child, and everybody's watching. Now I'm looking out my window, and what do I see? I see that army of the soldiers that march across the street. What did it say to make you so blind to your conscience and reason? Is it with love for the country or for the gun you are holding?
Yes.
So
I don't really know how to sing this song.
fire on the mountain,
And nobody seems to be on the run. There is fire on the mountain top, and no one is running.
hey Mr. Loverman, can I get a chance to talk to you? 'Cause you are fooling with a dead man's thoughts, and you don't know what you do. Oh, so little Lucy turned 16, and like the movie she's been seeing, she has a lover in that guy. She can't tell nobody till she met the evening news.
There is fire on the mountain, and nobody seems to be on the run. There is fire on the mountain top, and no one is running.
One day the river will overflow, and there'll be nowhere for us to go.
Nowhere.
Run, run, wishing we had put out the fire.
Woo! And then it's too late. There is fire on the mountain, and nobody seems to be on the run. There is fire on the mountain top, and no one is running.
So there you get, there is fire in Africa.
There's fire on the mountain, there's fire in Nigeria, there's fire on the mountain. But unfortunately, nobody seems to be on the run. Everybody's just relaxing. Everybody's just like doing their own thing. It's like a normal day for everybody. For most people, it's a normal day. There's nothing really happening. As far as I can get my food, as far as I can take care of my family, as far as things are okay around me, there's no change. In fact, there is serious fire on the mountain in Nigeria. There's so much fire on the mountain. But unfortunately, we are not taking our lives serious. We are not taking things serious. Good evening to everybody watching me this evening. Good evening to Ndoka Coach G Chuku. Thank you, and again, yeah, thank you so much, Ndokako. Thank you for joining me this evening. I welcome everybody that is with me this evening. I thank you for the time you are giving me, and I promise you that it's not going to be a wasted time. This evening, I want us to look at something This killing in southern Kaduna, the implication, what is the implication of this killing? The southern Kaduna killings, what is the implication in relation to Christians that dominated south? The killings of southern Kaduna people, what is the implications? I'm going to be snappy about this because I know that Nnamdi Kanu will be coming up very soon for his live broadcast. So I'm just going to be fast about this. what is the implication? The implication of the killings in southern Kaduna that everybody seems to be watching and nobody seems to be doing anything. What is the implication? What is the implication? There is fire in Nigeria and nobody seems to be on the run. Everybody is just going about their regular business as if it is nothing. Nothing is going on. Nothing is happening. In fact, everything is okay. As far as I do my regular activities, my family is intact. There is no problem in Nigeria. Please help me and share so that we can reach people, because this is a freedom. This is a message of redemption, a message that will get us to think, a message that will help us to even reason, to know that their things are no longer normal. It is not that we can no longer take it. We can't sit and say that things are okay. Things are not okay and they are not normal. Things are not just normal in Nigeria. And the earlier we tell ourselves the truth, the better. Things are not normal. Things are no longer normal in Nigeria. Things are no longer normal in Nigeria. People are being killed. It is human beings that are being butchered in the southern Kaduna, and nobody, not even a single protest. Well, we had some people protesting for George Floyd that was killed in America. All those people that were standing and were saying Black Lives Matter. Where are those people? As these people are being butchered, as these southern Kaduna people are being destroyed every single day. They are just the souls are just going every single day. Where are these people? Nobody is talking on their behalf. Nobody is protesting. Nobody is saying nothing. Not even the ministers, not even the church. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is speaking on their behalf. Now, what is the implication of this silence? What is the implication? That is what we want to discuss this night. The implication of the silence. This is a deadly. In fact, the silence is deadly, because at the end of the day, what you see in the north is definitely coming down south. People should learn to cry when others are being afflicted. People should learn to lend their voice. People should learn to speak when other people are being afflicted, because if you don't speak, you may become the next victim. Now, how do I mean? How do I mean by what I'm saying? See, we all know that what these people are just doing is sample. When you just say, oh, this is just happening in the north, that was how Bokoharam started. We have to always go about and take our minds back to how this Bokoharam of a thing started. When it started, we think, oh yeah, Bokoharam is just for the north. It's just they are looking for something. And before you know it, because it was not properly managed, the thing was just, that is, the problem skyrocketed, and then we have problems in our hand. Now today we have so many terrorist groups in Nigeria. Because why? We took Boko Haram as if it was just something for the north. People were not just coming out to speak against it. People were not talking against it. And what happened? Then everybody became like, everybody was just, people were not just talking about it. Then what happened? Then it now grew and became this monster that we are seeing today. There are so many branches of Boko Haram. Boko Haram now metamorphosed into different sections, two different things. Now they can even see them in herdsmen, see them manifesting in all forms, and yet we pretend that we don't understand these things. This is just a problem that would have lived in the board if we are proactive. If people can arise and say enough. Do you know there's no... Why another person will not just die like George Floyd is because Americans were just they are proactive. They rose up and said, no, enough of this. And that is why whenever you see all those kind of brutality again, people will stand up against it. But in Nigeria, it is a daily affair. It is things that we are already used to. It is no more a news. That is why we'll be killing people and putting in trucks loads and loads of dead body. And to us, it means nothing. It is when an American or a black person is killed outside that it becomes a news. But when we ourselves are being killed, nobody talks about it. We don't even take it upon ourselves to speak. Now, the Christians in the south, I am going to sound a note of warning to you. In as much as you keep quiet into what is happening to the southern Kaduna people, in as much as you keep quiet thinking that you are safe in the north, in the south, let me tell you, the same strategy these people are working with. If you watch this Boko Haram works with strategy. They have a roadmap. They know where they are going. It is we that sometimes we want to confuse ourselves. These people are not confused. They know what they are doing. They have where they are going, and they are seriously working every day, day in, day out, to make sure that they get to their destination. But guess what? We are just relaxing, thinking that there is not just Fulani people. After all, they did not go to school. What do they know? But they are every day they are advancing they are advancing and they are progressing, getting close to what they are, as in getting close to their targets. But what are we doing? We are busy sleeping. We are busy sleeping. The Christians in the south, wake up. This is not the time to start sleeping. This is not the time to sleep. This is not the time at all to begin to think that it is just their war. It is no longer their war, because we have seen their modus of operandi. We have seen their modus operandi. That is the way they work. We have seen it through the Bokoharam. We have seen that before you know it, they will take hold of the north, and from the north they will now begin to spread and scatter all over Nigeria. Now you have seen how they have imported even more people to come and help them with the work, to finish the work. They have subdued the north. They have strangled the north. Now what are they doing? They are now spreading abroad. That is why you see them even during corona crisis. They are busy importing their people for wherever, and they are all coming into the nation. They are all going down south, and you sit down there in your comfort zone thinking that this killings is going to just be for the southern Kaduna. It is a big lie. When your own time comes, in fact, from the way they are surrounding us, from the way they are just like their what is it called now? Their settlement is just around the villages. When you go, you see them. They encircle every village. They encircle every village. So by the time they begin to deal with you, there will be no escape route for you. All the Christians, they are all out for you. But we don't even seem to understand this. How can it be that a sitting governor will be in Kaduna and there will be this kind of level of killings, and yet not one single person has been arrested, not one person has been, in fact, all the people that have been even arrested are the JTF. The people trying to protect their own brothers who are being killed are the ones that the government is arresting. And it doesn't send a signal to you. It doesn't even tell you that these things are coming down south. These people are already there. They are all waiting for instructions. They are waiting to be told that it is time. They are just waiting for time. You understand? So you should not. Can't understand what's going on. Hello. So I don't know if I'm still communicating. Please, if I'm still communicating, please do let me know, because I'm not sure I'm still communicating by this moment. I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm saying is we have to take things serious. This is no longer the time we have to be playing politics with people's life. It is too risky at this particular moment. These people know what they are doing and they mean business. It is we who don't even understand, who are so relaxed. They are not relaxed. Every single day, these people don't sleep. They don't sleep. But we are busy sleeping. We drink and then we sleep. We forget our sorrows and we think that they don't sleep. They are busy every single day advancing their course. So what are we doing? What are we doing? We are not even supporting the so-called Christians. They are crying. They are crying like people lonely in the desert, alone, crying alone. Nobody is there to support them. And we think that we are free from these people. We are not free from them. The truth is that they are already down south. What they are waiting for is to study the terrain. They just want to study so that they will know how to strike. When they strike, it's going to be deadly. In the south, when these people strike in the south, because they are targeting Christians. They are targeting Christians. What they are doing, why is it that Southern Kaduna is always? Because Southern Kadunas are just Christians. These people are targeting Christians and they want to wipe them out. And even the governors are supporting them. The governors will not even want any, the governors are not even protecting these people, because the mission is to wipe them out. And you sit down there in the south thinking that you are as a Christian that you are safe. You are not safe, because everywhere in Nigeria, all the parastatals is Fulanized. Everywhere the Fulanis that will support them to do whatever thing they are doing, they are all there to protect them. So when the thing will begin, you will have nowhere to run to. All these people believe in the law court and rule of law. There's no rule of law in Nigeria. There's nothing to protect you. There is nothing. Not even the judiciary has been hijacked. Everything has been hijacked in Nigeria. What is going to save you? Why are we even keeping quiet? I don't even understand it. Why are we all keeping quiet as if this is just a problem for the Southern Kaduna people? It is not just their problem. This is just a signal. It is just a tip of the iceberg of what is to come. So if you don't know how these people operate, we should learn from how they began. And how did they even start the Bokoharam of a thing? How did they even start? Why did they get to this particular point where they are now? How did they get to this place? That is what you should be asking yourself. How did these people get to this extent of even advancing to the south and killing people in the east? When you go to people in the east can no longer go to the farm. When the people in the north were shouting this, nobody in the east, many people in the east did not even understand it. We did not understand that this is what these people are up to. But today we are all victims. We are crying the same cry the north cried years back, simply because we were not proactive, simply because we did not act when we are supposed to act. We were not our brother's keeper. When is this thing going to stop? When are we going to begin to protect our own? When are we going to stand to say enough of this? If we can't speak, then we cannot remain silent. Anything you do, if you speak or you don't speak, either way you are dying. You will die. So is it not better to begin to speak up? So that at least if you die, you know that you died for a just cause, than just keeping quiet there, and then at the end of the day, they'll still kill you. They will still kill you. These people are not joking with their agenda. They are not joking with their agenda. They are not joking with their plans. Their plans is public. Everybody knows it. Yet we pretend to be ignorant of it. Is it not? We are the ones deceiving ourselves. Because I don't understand how we can be pretending about these things. They are all. We all understand that. We all understand what is at stake here. They want your land, and not only that they want your land, they don't even want you. They don't want somebody that is they don't want Christians. They want to wipe everywhere out. All the Christians, they want all Christians wiped out. Just look at a sign of what is going on with all the protests, with everything, nothing. And the government seems to be supporting these people. We don't even know, it is not that he seems, but he's supporting them. Because the body language is, in fact, everything shows that he is, in fact, if not that he's the one sponsoring the killings. Let us stop thinking that this is just Kaduna thing. This is just Southern Kaduna thing. No. They are giving you a tip. They are giving you a sign. They are telling you this is what to expect. So if you are thinking that we still have a long years, no, this thing will happen in the space of 5 years, 10 years. It will happen. These people are already, their foot soldiers are in the east. Their foot soldiers are in the west. Their foot soldiers are already in the down south, trying to learn the terrain. They just want to know everywhere. They want to master everywhere. So by the time they have mastered everywhere, then they cannot ask them to strike, because right now everything is in their hands. Everything is in their hands. They will use the police to protect themselves. They will use the army to protect themselves. They will use all the paramilitaries. So who is even going to stand to protect you? Who will protect you? Even the legislature is not there for you. The judiciary is not there for you. Who is going to stand to protect you? And we are all sitting thinking that everything is okay. The song says that I began with says there is fire on the mountain, but unfortunately nobody seems to be on the run. Everybody just likes relaxing. What we are thinking about is politics this, politics that. They will all use us things to brainwash you. But since they are talking about politics, Buhari says if you give me power, and then the Bokoharam will stop. Have you not learned? This is not about Bokoharam stopping. This is about advancing an agenda. Can you not speak it? Can you not see it? It is about advancing an agenda. It is not about stopping Boko Haram. Because since he now embraced them, they are his brothers, they now empower them, even started paying them money, started doing all manner of things to them. To release the kidnapped girls, they have to pay billions and billions. Can you imagine? To them, they are just advancing their cause. And you think that they are for you. You are there to doing politicking, thinking that by joining politics, everything will be okay. No! By joining politics, that is the worst thing you can do, because you are still advancing their cause. Their cause is to take over. Their cause is to take over, and nobody can stop them. If you don't break this nation, nobody can stop them. If you don't break this nation, nobody can stop them. Nobody can stop. The only thing that can stop them is that this nation is no longer one. Once this nation becomes breaking, as in you break it, you broke it into pieces. Even if it is broke, let it just first break. Then we can now begin to talk about how to, people that can come together. But my concern now is if you must take away power from these people, this nation must break. That is why they are stealing the nation dry, because they will want to use that money, make you poor, and then use that money to perform as a bait. When you now say, if you want 50,000, or you come and go and do this, and they will not give you. Because the same money that came from your land, the same money they took from your own land, they will use it to impoverish you, and then ask again that you come and serve them. If you serve them, they will now take a little portion of the same thing that belongs to you. Can't you see? Can't you see what these people are doing? It is not about Nigeria. These Fulanis are not for Nigeria. They are even not from Nigeria. They have come to destroy this nation. They have come to take over. Everything you are seeing is a desperation of over, as in taking over. They want to take over. But what are we doing? We are busy doing politicking with them, thinking that they have their agenda in mind. Whenever it comes to their agenda, every other person can go to hell. Every other tribe can go to hell. They must advance that agenda. Are we that serious? Are we, if we are that serious of they saying to these people, these are just few people, few people. But unfortunately, they have so much milk this country that they are so rich and wealthy that they can now begin to dictate to us what to do and what, and you know, how to fall down and begin to and obey them. Eh? Why is it that we cannot think for once? Why is it that we keep on allowing these people to manipulate us? Enough! Can't we just say enough? Can't we just say it is okay with us? We have had it up to here. We can't all die. Listen, what these people are doing, every one of us, everyone from the south, are going to become their eternal slaves. If you keep on pushing the advancement of this country, keep on pushing this country to be, calling our politics, join politics up and down. This is not longer the time to begin to talk politics. Politics is dead totally in Nigeria. Politics is dead. What is the beauty of a politician when you cannot even, when the electorate cannot even be the one to select, to even put you there? What is the beauty of this? What is the beauty of it? If we have lost our power as electorates, if we have lost our power, then what is the beauty of this vote there, vote here? What is the beauty of all this campaign? Is it not that the people who stand and say this is who I want? Is that not the beauty? We have all lost it. We have all lost it. Even INEC is compromised. So what are we saying? INEC is also compromised. What are we saying? That you stand out to vote doesn't determine that the person you voted for is going to come out. If you like, let everybody in that village be sure that they are going to vote for one person. If Abuja they don't endorse that person, you are joking. So we all know this fact. Yet we keep on deceiving ourselves. What is wrong with us? We keep on deceiving ourselves. Any advancement, anything you do to promote this nation, know that you are unconsciously promoting Fulani agenda. You are promoting Fulani oligarchy. We must all say no to it. One cabal, one small tiny section of people cannot keep on controlling us. They can't keep on controlling us. It is a time to use our power. It is called civil disobedience. We are no longer going to be part of anything they call vote. Just disobey whatever thing they are doing there. Don't come out. Don't come out. I have said to many people several times that anytime you refuse to come out to vote and they say they are voting and nobody comes out to even to collect their 4,000 or their 2,000 or their 5 or even their gari, they have gone to the extent of even packaging small gari with granite and the rest and giving people, what an insult. Yeah, people will still go and stand under the sun because they have impoverished you. People have gone to, as in they have reduced us to that level where they will give us even biscuits, we'll go and vote for them. When there's somebody will come and package gari, in sachet, small sachet gari, and we will vote because they know. Why do you think they do that, my brothers and my sister? Please reason with me. Why do you think these people do this? They are not doing it because they love you. They are not doing it because they love you. No, they are only doing it so that you can become a part of a process, so that they can have something, a coverage. Yes. They will cover it. The international community will see it. Yes, people came out. There was actually an election. Election observers will come out and observe. Yeah, people actually came and they stood there. But let me tell you your power. Civil disobedience. If you don't come out on that day, and they said that there was an election, and everywhere they look in Nigeria, nobody came out. Let me tell you, that will become the day the revolution will start. That will be the day you will say that you have used your power. You have said that enough. I am no longer going to vote. This is the power we have, but you don't even understand it. That is why a politician will come and that's why they will give you 2,000 to come out. They know what they are doing. They will give you 2,000 to come out to vote, and you'll be voting because they need you to appear in that their camera. They need you to appear there. Yeah, in so ward 1, ward 2, ward 3. We have so voters. We have, and if you look, you will see people, hungry people collecting 200 naira, hungry people collecting 500 naira. That 500 naira will not serve you for the whole year. It won't even serve you for the next 4 years. And once you have collected it, that is your own is finished because all your roads, You have eaten that your road, that's your gari that they gave you. That gari they gave you, that is your road, the road you walk on. That is your good hospital that you have to use. That is everything good. You will be taking it through that small 2,000 they gave you. Any money they give to you, they have paid you for everything, because on top of that, you are not even going to decide who becomes who. All they just need you is to come and authenticate their electoral process. Let this thing sink. What they are just using you to do is to authenticate the electoral process. So that at the time when they begin to say, they will say that actually people turned out. Let me tell you what happens when people do not turn out for election. If people don't turn out and they see that everywhere people mean it, nobody is interested again in the election, it will begin to send signal. It will begin to send signal that people are no longer interested. But when anytime they say, you say, let us just go, it's better so that they will not come and put anything. Even if you like, it has not always been the person you voted that is always there. It is the person who has the anointing from the federal government. It is the person who they have anointed that will remain there. So at the end of the day, does your vote count? Does your vote count? Your vote does not count. So, but since they know, have you asked yourself, since these people know that your vote does not count, why is it that they will come and pay you? Why is it that they will come and give you share? They will begin to share bicycle. They will begin to share manner of things. They begin to give you some doing up manner. Why do you think so? Why do you think they are using your head? Why? Why do you think so? You think these politicians that they don't have sense? They know what they are doing. They just want to give you like a bait. Just like when you want to catch a fish. You put something there so that the fish will just sit and then immediately they have catch you because they know that you are hungry. You will not reject when they are giving you 2,000. You will not reject it. If you reject it, you may not even have food to eat that day. They know. So they will use it, bait, and come and begin to share to 2,000, to 200 as the case may be. In an electoral, as in a police station, they will share this money. By the time they share this money, we all take the money, thinking that, hey, this is what I have gotten. You have sold yourself. You have sold yours. You have taken every of the good governance you expect from them. They have paid you off with 2,000. So tomorrow you can't talk. And not even that you came out, they gave you that 2,000. But at the same time, the way you put your vote, that does not matter. Because whoever they want to be there is going to be there. Your vote does not count. Every Nigerian is aware of this truth. But what is our problem is what I don't understand. Use that your power that you have. Because they know you have this power. But unfortunately, we don't know how to use our power rights. When on that particular day they are doing this, and we understand that this is what they are doing, what you simply need to do is to stay there. Don't even come out. Don't even go near there. You don't go there when everybody remains in their house and they're doing their politicking alone, and everywhere, all over the place, the election is supposed to take place, and they see no human being. Definitely, like international community, every foreign observer knows that it is done. Every Nigerian is fed up. It is a simple message that you will pass without even raising a finger. You will pass that message without even raising. You have not done nothing, but yet you have done everything. You have not done much, yet you have done so much. By just saying, do your this thing alone, do everything, and because they need you. By the time you come out and they see one long this thing, you will see people standing and then you can't even finish them. Everywhere you see, there were so many people coming on this ward, so many people coming on this ward. You have helped them to rig it. Because by the time they now go to wherever they are, they will now put the figures they like. Because whether you like it or not, those figures you are doing there in the police station is not the final figure. That is not what will determine the outcome of the election. The election has already been written. Whoever that will win the election, even INEC already knows before you come out and stand under the sun. Before you even come to stand in the rain, INEC knows. They know all this desperation, but why do they keep on telling you? They will keep on campaigning so that you will come and they will give you 2,000. They keep giving you something. Why do they keep on buying you? That is one question you should ask yourself. Why does these people keep on buying you? They keep buying you because they need you to appear so that people observers will come and see. Oh, people are coming out to vote. And when they now come and begin to quote out their figures, in this polling unit, this 100,000, this 1,000, they all came out on vote. It can be believable. People can even begin to imagine it and believe it. But when you don't come out, where are they going to get the numbers? Because everybody will see that it is not only in one police station. Everywhere people are disobeying it is your right to vote, but you have also a civil disobedience. You have also the right not to vote because you are angry. That is the only way you can protest that you don't like what is going on in Nigeria. You don't like what is going on there. Whether you come out to vote or you don't come out to vote, these people already know. But once you come out en masse, You help them authenticate the process, even without you knowing it. You help them authenticate it. By the time they now come out on television and begin to announce one nonsense and nonsense, it is because you help them to do it. You help them to achieve it. You help them to achieve those things you are seeing, even though you know that that person was not the person that won. That your part is to be remain there, so that they will see that people actually came out to vote. Because it is a shame when there's an election and people don't come out to vote. That is when you know that you deal with the government. People, you don't come out. You stay in your house. That is to show that you are protesting against the government. You are not coming. Let everywhere be scanty. Let us not see nobody. Then it will begin to pass signal. But when every time they say vote, 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 you carry your bag, carry everything, your children, everything, go, come, everybody, let us go and collect 2,000. You continue advancing your punishment. You continue advancing your pain. You continue advancing your suffering. That is what you keep doing. Anytime you renew these people, anytime you renew their contract for them, because by you coming out, it is not that you are coming out to vote anybody, because your vote doesn't count. It is that you're coming out to help them achieve their goal. That's what you're doing. You are helping these people achieve without you even knowing you are helping them. You are helping them to achieve, because that is their own goal, to remain there, to begin to punish you, to do all manner of things to you, to suppress you, to see that you don't rise. That is their main goal. That is why you see that all the politicians, they are all in the same group. They are not against themselves. They are all friends to themselves. It is only you people that are at the bottom line, that the below, that will be fighting yourself over politicians. All these politicians are the same thing. You shouldn't be killing yourself for politicians. You shouldn't be fighting for them. These people are killers. You shouldn't be fighting for them. I'm really deviating from what I'm saying, but I really want us to begin to get up, as in to begin to reason, to begin to see, as in to begin to be smarter than these people. Sit down like this and begin, after I finish talking, please sit down and begin to ask yourself this question. Why is it that every single time these people will pay me 2,000 to come and vote? Yes, my vote, they know that it will not count. Why is it? Ask yourself this question and answer it. Why is it that these people will come out every time to pay me money? They use money to campaign and campaign so that people will come out. They share everything, campaign, they do everything, all manner of, even at the particular voting day, they will still be in that polling booth sharing money. Why do you think so? They only need you in their videos. They need you in their videos just to show to the international community. It is the international community will come and see, yes, there was actually voting done. You help them achieve what they are looking for. You help them achieve. Now, but they will sit down in Abuja, sit down in Aso Rock, sit down wherever, write the person that win. You coming out is just to say, election actually took place. You help them to authenticate your, as in to continue your suffering. That is suffering continua. That is what you're doing. Suffering continua. Anytime you're coming with your family, coming as in, I don't know what to really say to make you understand. I don't know how to say it so that you can penetrate. People can begin to reason and see what these people are doing. Anytime they're saying vote this, vote that, and vote, if you understand what you are doing to yourself, you use civil disobedience to call attention to yourself. Everybody from this particular community should be able to say enough. No, we are no longer fools. We can't be fooled. Even if you are a fool, when you are getting to 40 years, you should know that you can't continue to become fools like that. They can't be fooling you every single time. They can't be fooling us. Look at the way they are stealing the whole country. Stealing. There is nothing. What they will, AFCC will be busy running after Yahoo boys. But the people stealing dry the nation, putting the nation into their pockets, they are not doing nothing about it. If you don't stand to say this nation must, in fact, divide it, because if you don't divide it, the agenda of Fulanis will be advancing. They have taken everything. The more Nigeria lasts, the more the more they are more grounded. The more you keep Nigeria as one, the more they are grounded. People who don't understand this thing until when the rains keep falling, when that time that you can no longer do anything, then that sense will not jump into you. But let this story not be like let this thing not be so to us. Let it not be so. Let it not be so. Let God help us to understand that there's time for everything. There is a time to act, to prevent some things from occurring, to prevent some things from happening. There is always a right time to take a step. Because if you take it too late, you will have a price to pay. You will have some price to pay. These people have already positioned themselves. These people have positioned themselves. Now leads me to something else I want to talk about. My time is even fast spent. the Fulani, the Boko Haram and the Fulani herdsmen and ISWAP, all these people, these branches of terrorist groups we have in Nigeria, all these branches of terrorist groups we have in Nigeria, please let it be known to you that these people have come to stay. Nigeria is harboring them, in fact, with joy and happiness and excitement, pampering them, romancing them, telling them that it's okay, it is okay, this is your place. These people are coming in to inhabit. Don't think that this thing will stop anytime soon. It is not going to stop. It is either you wake up or you keep sleeping. It is either you wake up to the fact, to the reality that this thing has come to stay, because these things are actually their full soldiers. These are the people they used to work. Have you not seen that when a military man kills the so-called terrorists, the military man, some people that they even told to start going out against these terrorist people, when they started going out against them, the military started going against the terrorists. What happens to the military? Some of them, as we heard in the news, some of the military men began to shoot the fellow military. Your police, they started shooting themselves because they are killing their so-called brothers too much. So what does it tell you? These people are their full soldiers. Even though they come out in the news to begin to tell us that they killed the Boko Haram, they disarm this, all those things are just for the news. Those things are just for people to hear that they are doing something. They are not really doing anything. They are not fighting anybody. They are not fighting because these are the people they want to use to achieve their agenda. Yet everybody is sitting down watching. If you ask a lot of Nigerians now, they'll say that they know all these things. But what are you doing to make sure that their agenda doesn't get? Because once the thing keeps advancing, it will get to a point whereby it can be uncontrollable. In fact, you can't even do anything about it again. Just like we are all sitting down thinking about it's only Boko Haram, Boko Haram. Now we have 5 different groups. 5 different groups, all seeking for one agenda, to Islamize this nation. All seeking for one agenda. And we just sit down and just keep praying about it. We sit down and keep praying about it. We sit down and keep doing nothing about it. There is not even a protest. Nothing about it. And we keep saying Nigeria has to be one. Nigeria, and as much as we keep advancing this oneness of Nigeria, the more you advance it, the more this ISWAP, the more the Fulani herdsmen, the more the Boko Haram become more stronger, and then the more they become more potent to deal with us. That is the truth, because they will keep advancing. But once you just say we succeed in breaking this nation down, because they believe that Nigeria is their inheritance. That is what they believe. They believe that the whole of Nigeria is their inheritance. But if we can be able to break this nation, we break their powers. If we break this nation, we have succeeded in dispowering them. If we disarm them. But if we continue, and as much as we keep on painting it, and but you see what is going on. From one terrorist group, now we have 5 whole terrorist group in a country, and yet they are not even fighting about it. Recently, 601 terrorist groups were released and reintegrated into Nigerian Army, and we are all sitting down watching. Everybody is watching. Nobody is doing nothing. Everybody is watching. And you think that by the time all this terrorists, these are just their full soldiers. They are making sure. What happens to federal character, for God's sake? If you must recruit people into military, what happens to federal character? There's always a federal character in play when you want to recruit. Why would you recruit people from the same section of the country simply because they are all Boko Haram? They are all Boko Haram. And you know that there has been initial batch that was reintegrated, but unfortunately they came out to say it's a lie. But now we are seeing the pictures. 601 all at once. 601 from the same geopolitical region, coming in to dominate a federal military structure, which is like this is our military, for God's sake. This is our military, and we are all sitting down, relaxing. We are all like telling ourselves that it is nothing. It doesn't mean anything. We are all telling ourselves there is fire on the mountain. There is fire on the mountain. There is fire. I know why I'm saying this, what I'm saying. There is serious fire on the mountain. If you are going to wake up, you wake up. If you want to keep sleeping, keep sleeping. But I must say the truth. There is serious fire on the mountain. If you're not going to start shouting about it, if you're not going to, that's what I'm telling you. If you keep on advancing this nation, you are doing yourself. Anything you do to protect, to promote this nation, you are killing yourself. You are the one helping to kill yourself. You are the one helping to reduce yourself. You are the one helping to suppress yourself. You are the one helping. Look at what these people are doing, and they are getting away with it. They are getting away with everything. recruiting the same Boko Haram into Nigerian military. Let me tell you, Boko Haram is not just anything. This is an ideology. Being a Boko Haram, being a terrorist group, in fact, terrorist self, they have an ideology that you can't even de-radicalize. You cannot de-radicalize an ideology. Just like saying to a Biafra man, who knows, who would have said that after fighting war, over how many years ago, that a Biafran people that was not even there when Biafra was fought, when Biafra war was fought, will stand today to begin to speak, because it is an ideology. You don't kill an ideology. Why would you recruit people that have a killing ideology, people that want to radicalize this nation, people that want to Islamize this nation? You want to recruit them into the military to protect the same nation? People, wake up! There is serious fire. There is serious fire on the mountain. You can't keep on pretending. This is not time for pretense. This is the time to look at you straight, eyeball to eyeball. Tell yourself the truth. This is no longer the time for pretense. Nobody quit pretending. There is serious fire on the mountain. You can't sit down there. They are recruiting Boko Haram into Nigerian military. And we all sit down. They are all, Nigerian military is now a branch of Boko Haram. That is why somebody can shoot another person, another military man helping to fight terrorists. Another Boko Haram will now look at him and say, you are killing too much, and shoot. Because most of all these people recruited are Boko Haram. They are all Boko Haram fighting for their purpose. So even the people you are fighting against, they are for them. So how dare you? So you see now, most people that are genuine, most people from the south are going to leave the military. Now what will happen? They will use all these their so-called ex-Boko Haram members to replace them, to fill them, and at the end of the day, all we will have in Nigeria is military, Boko Haram as a military. The Boko Haram military. That is what we have. We will have the military of terrorists. Can't we see? Can't we see what is going on? Look at the number of people that resigned. Look at the number of people that said, I'm no longer want to work. How many? 300 and something resigned. And they are recruiting 601. Are you beginning to do the mathematics? They are recruiting 601. 300 and something resigned. They are recruiting. Before you know it, every of our military, as in our military parastatal, will be filled with Boko Haram, with these people that has this kind of ideology to kill. Now tell me, under these people safeguarding your nation, who is safe? Who will become safe? Under these blood-sucking demons, who will be safe? And you tell me you are still going to be doing politicking. This one is our president. This is not time to be deceiving ourselves and be doing politicking anything. This is the time to begin to call a spade a spade. This is the time to come out and fill the streets. This is the time to begin to, if you know how to protest, this is the time to start it. There is serious fire on the mountain in Nigeria. Man, I want to wake people up. If you are not saddened by the event, I am so saddened. I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand why everybody is keeping quiet. Why is everybody keeping quiet? Why are no people not getting mad about what is going on? Why are people not getting mad? Why are people not getting mad, for God's sake? We keep on watching this thing. This is a gradual thing they are doing, but unfortunately our mind is not there. We think about it. They recruited this in our army. You just say it like that casually, and you forget about it. They know that we have short memory. Every time we always talk like for today. Hey, what happened yesterday? We have forgotten. We are talking about what we will eat tomorrow. That is the only thing that concerns us. And before we know it, these people will encircle us. And who do we have? Militarized, as in they are Boko Haram. In fact, we have terrorists in the army. We have terrorists everywhere. We will now begin to have terrorists everywhere, because that is their plan. They won't tell you that since they are already used to carrying gun, since they are already used to this, the training will not be small. They will reduce their expenses. And what do you have? You have a particular section of the country dominating in the military. And the worst is that these people, their ideology is deadly. They have the ideology to kill you for nothing. That is why you will see so many killings going on, because they deploy these people, all these Boko Haram people, they deploy them to the south. Have you not seen that since this thing started, that there's so much killing by the army, by the police, by all that, because they are busy recruiting these people into the police, into the military, into all federal parastatals, all the military parastatals, just to make sure they subdue Nigerians, just to make sure that they put fear in you, just to make sure that they will not allow you to speak. Fear kills. They know that when they instill fear in you, that's what they are doing. They want to use people that have the power of the bullet. They will just give an illiterate, a Fulani person that did not even go to school, simply because he's a terrorist. They will give him gun to begin to handle. Am I? All your lives are, in fact, everybody in Nigeria, I'm crying for you, because you don't know. You may be the next victim tomorrow. You may be your brother or your sister or somebody will be the next victim. Somebody who doesn't even have good, they don't even go to school. These people don't go to school simply because they are Bokoharam. They are in the bush. They know how to handle gun. Just because of that, just because of that, you give them gun and say, go and begin to guide my territory. Go and begin. My God, hey, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Can't we see? Can't we see? When will we keep on fighting? They will all come and bring up one nonsense thing, and we'll begin to fall up and down and begin to round around it and begin to talk about one useless thing to discuss nonsense. We will talk about NDDC, we will leave the weightier matter. We will leave the thing that these people are dealing with us. We will leave it to begin to talk gossip up and down in the internet. Why must we keep on gossiping when we have serious issues to handle? This is something that you can't take. You cannot just take. This is something that cannot just happen in any decent society. It cannot just happen in a sane society. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. In a sane society, this cannot happen. Why are we keeping quiet? Do we all want to be dead before our spirits will now begin to come out to fight? Do we all want to die before our spirits will come out to begin to fight? We have to fight now. We have to resist these people. They are taking us too much for granted, and they are using our head as if we can't even reason. With all our education of the South, of what use is our education if we cannot reason? Of what use is this our education, our certificate, our big doctorate degree, and all those titles that we carry up and down? Of what use is all those titles if we can't even reason? If we can't even put 1 and 2, these people have been showing us together to see that there is real fire. There is real fire, burning fire on the mountain. When are we going to begin to tell ourselves the truth? Look ourselves both as an eyeball to eyeball and begin to say this truth. When are we beginning to say this? When are we going to start saying this truth? These people do all they are doing and we keep quiet. We keep quiet. As in, I mean that people who even went to university, who went to 4 walls of the schools will still come out to begin to defend this thing, and it beats my imagination. It beats my imagination. I cannot begin to understand where on earth. How did we get it wrong? Why is it that people find it so difficult to reason? Why? Let me tell you, all those people that have died before, all those people that you see that they died, they are showing you everywhere. You see dead bodies. They have died. They are not coming back again. They are not coming back. And you know what? The next person that will die will be me and you that is still living. So if you like, keep supporting evil. If you like, put fire on their bottom. Say, I'm supporting you. I don't care about what you do. In fact, I am enjoying you. I'm romancing you. The next person who will be killed will just me and you that is watching this thing now is the next target. All those people who are gone, they are all gone. Everybody who is dead now is dead. The answer is what? Stop this nation. Kill this nation before this nation begins to kill you. Because the plan is on ground. The plan, they are not, in fact, they are almost on the concluding part. They are busy telling you that because this Bokoharam is this, they are busy recruiting them, and we are all keeping quiet. Anything they do, we keep quiet. You don't know that they know what they are doing. These people are very smart. They know what they are doing. They know exactly what they are doing. They know what they are doing, but we are here pretending as if it is nothing. It is nothing. Some people will even come and defend them. I don't care who you are. You may be the next victim. It doesn't matter. It may be like you will live here as much you will live here, maybe even be 5 years. Some people who are dead, some of them were even, campaigning for the last government. But today they are in the grave. It doesn't matter that you're still living here. You don't have guarantee. You don't have guarantee. You may be a victim of a stray bullet. You don't have guarantee. These people you are even fighting for does not send you. By the time they come down to the south, By the time they come down to the south, their bullet does not even recognize that you have been fighting somebody on social media. You will become the greatest fool. You will become the greatest fool. You become the greatest fool. You are on social media fighting how many times you see Fulanis fighting themselves? That is why when I look at the southern people that should be together, they are always fighting themselves, because these people are experts in making you to reason. In fact, in bringing those divisionary tactics, they want you to tell you, to say things that will make you, that will get you mad. About your brother, and then you begin to fight while they are busy advancing their cause. They know what they are doing, because they know that if you can reason well and you don't have anything to talk about, you can begin to put all your energy on them to see what they are doing. But what do? They look around. What am I going to do now? I'm going to find something to keep these people busy. Let me find something. They will find something and then begin to keep this. You see southern brothers will begin to fight over the rubbish. You will keep fighting and fighting. You will never see these Fulanis fight against themselves. Never. How come we have not observed that this is what they do? How come we have not taken them, as in we have not for once even given them this kind of thing that they used to do to us every time? The other day I was just watching a program. One girl was busy saying, Nigeria this, Igbo are bad. Benin is just saying, Igbos in Benin, they are doing this. And I'm looking at this one and I said, your level of reasoning I don't understand sometimes. You will never see Fulani against Fulani. You will never see, hardly will even see the Hausa against Fulani fighting. Hardly. But we are always ready to fight. We are always ready to box ourselves. And you think you are the wise one? When you start fighting yourself like this, they will be in their place. They will just be looking at people and be laughing, because that is what they want. That is their achievement. It's an achievement to them. That's what they want to see. They know that once they can be able to make people to begin to fight, you will lose focus. You will not even have time to look at them. You won't have time to observe what they are doing. You won't even have time to analyze them. You won't have time. They keep on telling you that this one is your problem, and they are never the problem. They are this, they are the sense. Yet they are the ones dealing with you. But because it's not that we don't know that they are problem, but because we are so scared of talking about them, I rather prefer to talk about my brother that I know that does not have any threat, so much threat. I rather talk about him. I rather begin to insult him so that we can begin to fight. We begin to enjoy those kind of drama. When you know that your real enemy, the two of you that are fighting yourself, know your real enemy, but you leave your enemy to begin to fight yourself. And you do that to the amusement of your so-called enemy. Who is the fool here? You keep on fighting yourself to the amusement of your enemies. The enemies that you know, the people who are advancing their cause, wanting to take your land, want to take everything that belongs to you. You are not even strategizing or doing anything to fight them. Rather, you are sitting down trying to fight your own sister. You are trying to fight your own brother. You are all trading wars on social media, and they come to their own spectator. They come to enjoy you people fight. They come to enjoy, and you sit down in your head feeling like, today I just argued with him. Or when I just come and look at these people, if I see people, like I watched one yesterday, I was just looking at the woman. She was just bragging what she would do and what she did not do. All I was just seeing is foolishness. I'm like, for real, your problem is the Igbo man trying to do this, trying to do that. Igbo people always say that people are this, always insulting, they cannot respect their elder. That is your problem. That is the whole problem happening in Nigeria. That is the problem you see. That is people not being reasonable. That is people not being truthful to themselves. Of all the problems happening in Nigeria, the only thing you can come on social media to begin to attack somebody, to begin to discuss somebody, to begin to talk about somebody, I just see these things as I don't understand. We have serious issues on our hands. How do we get out of this trap? We are already trapped. We are already in cage. They are already waiting for the day they will slaughter. They are waiting for instruction. These people are already in our land. We saw when they were coming in their numbers. These people, they are still there. They have not disappeared. They are still waiting for instruction. And instead of you thinking of what do you do to save yourself for that evil day, you are busy thinking of your sister that told you your head is you have gray hair. You are busy thinking of your sister that says your head is too big. That is who you are fighting. leaving the most important matters, leaving the most important matters that you should be thinking about. Anyway, in this life, this life is just but once. Anyhow we want, that is the way we want to live it. So you see what I'm saying now. I'm going to end because I heard that Nnamdi Kanu is live. I don't know if that is true. Please confirm if it is true. I heard that Nnamdi Kanu is live. Is that true? Please, I need a confirmation. Is Nnamdi Kanu live? Now, if Nnamdi Kanu is live, then I have to stop this broadcast at this moment. I hope you have been able to learn something. I hope you have been able to pick one or two things from here. What I'm saying, please, everybody should go and join Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because you are going to learn a thing or two. No matter if you like, hate him, if you like, love him. Most important thing is that I learn from everybody. I want to see, even people I don't like, when they speak, I listen. Because there is nobody that is a fool. Everybody has something that you can learn. So go and learn, see for yourself. Learn something, a thing or two. Learn a thing or two from him, and then know how you can move on. So I'm going to stop here so that we can be able to join him. I'll be stopping here. So I'm happy. I'm very, very happy that you joined me tonight. So thank you so much, and please do think about what our discussion is today, our topic, to help ourselves. Thank you, and it's going to be a good night. And please do have a lovely evening. Oh, 8 o'clock now. Oh, kita 8 o'clock. Now since Ghana, kita 8 o'clock.